And I know it's been a while. I have been out nursing my right shoulder that I injured about a month ago, and it's taken this long for it to get back to, well, it's almost 100%, but not quite. And I find that if I lift something that I'm not supposed to be lifting, I find that I get a little bit more sore in my shoulder. So I have definitely followed my doctor's orders, and I'm not doing it. I wasn't doing any lifting, pulling, or lifting Sophie. So my shoulder could heal. I thought that I had tore my rotator cuff because I was in such excruciating pain. But, you know, at my age, you can't be pulling and lifting stuff that you're not supposed to be lifting. And even though my mind tells me I'm 27, my body is saying, girl, you know you are 72 years old. So I have to start listening and paying better attention to my body. So that's where I've been, in case you're wondering. And if I ever go missing, guys, I always post on my community page where I am. So you can always, you know, check me out on my community page if I go MIA. Alright, so today we are going to be making strawberry low sugar jam. And I'm going to be using a recipe out of my Pomona, Preserving with Pomona's Pectin. And I have found some wonderful recipes in here that are low sugar. And I tell you what, I love making jam, but I'm really not liking all the sugar. And you guys have heard me say many times that I don't like a lot of sweet stuff. I mean, I eat a lot of sweets, but I taper them to my taste buds. So my last checkup, everything was fine, except for she didn't like the way that my blood sugar was looking. And I know that that was because I have been making jams and jellies for the last 6 months. And I mean, I can't make jams and jelly without eating some. So I need to, you know, pay better attention to things like that. So that's what I'm going to be doing, is making some low sugar strawberry preserves from this book here. And I will put this link to this book in my description box if you're interested. And I tell you what, you're going to love it. I have tried so many recipes in here, and I'm absolutely loving it. And my classic strawberry recipe that I'm going to be making today, look at the sugar content. 1 cup of sugar for 4 to 5 pints of jam. And I'm okay with that. And, you know, it says you mix it, and it comes with, you have to use 2.5 pounds of strawberries, my calcium water, the sugar, and the pectin. And I will show you everything that I have laid out here. Okay, so let's get started. You know, and I got to tell you guys a funny story. Doctors can be quite sneaky. Now, I was trying to tell her that, oh, I've been okay. I haven't been eating a whole lot of sweets. Well, the blood sugar test that they give you when they you take your blood, it goes back 3 months. So I had to come clean and tell her what I've been doing over the last 6 months. So I'm going to be paying really close attention to everything that I eat that's sweet, because diabetes does not run in my family. Nobody in my family has it. I'm not even thinking about that. But you know what? You have to get a handle on that stuff before it gets to that point. So now that I know what I'm dealing with, I know that I need to cut down some of my sugar, even lower than what I've been doing. Definitely watch some of my carbs. You know, she liked the way my weight looked, so I'm okay there. But I just need to watch what I'm eating, because I am at that age where, you know, my body is not processing stuff like it used to when I was 27. But that's okay. We'll get through it. No big deal. I'm good. I'm a tough old broad. Okay? Alright, and here's all my fixings. Now, before I do any type of canning project, you guys have seen me lay out everything, and that's what I'm doing today. Now, I have a few extra things that I don't normally have, so let me go over what I do have here. There's the pectin, and it comes with the pectin and the calcium powder. The calcium powder is what you need to make the pectin set up. This is a calcium powder packet, and this is the pectin. Now there's enough pectin in here, it says, to do it makes 2 to 4 recipes, so I can get quite a bit out of one package. And I bought it in the kit, and it comes 3 packages in the kit. And my calcium water, you mix it with a half a cup of water and then 1/2 teaspoon of the calcium powder. This is where I keep my calcium powder. And there's the pectin. And I mark everything because I put this stuff in my pantry, and I have so much in my pantry that I need to know exactly what it is. So I mark everything. And then there's my strawberries, which I hope I have enough for this recipe. If not, I'm going to be really sad. I need 2 1/4 pounds, and that looks like, definitely looks like 2 1/4 pounds. There's my canning lids and my jars and the scale that I'm going to be measuring everything on. And I tell you what, you guys have heard me brag about this scale. If you don't have a digital scale in your kitchen, get you one, because this thing is a lifesaver. I tell you, it really is. And there's my lids. And I'm going to start my water in case I need some more hot water in my canner. And there's my canner over there, which I have set up, ready to go. There it is. According to this recipe, it says to water bath can for 10 minutes, or according to my elevation. Now, I live in Las Vegas, Nevada, and according to my altitude in Las Vegas, we are 2,001 feet above sea level, so I'm going to be canning, water bath canning for 5 minutes. That's how I'm going to process it for 5 minutes instead of 10 minutes. Alrighty. Alright, so from here, everything's going to be pretty much self-explanatory. I'm just going to put on some nice soft music for you guys like I always do, so just sit back and watch me work. Okay, when I measured my strawberries in pounds and ounces, I just wanted to double check, so I'm remeasuring it in kilograms. as the recipe calls for, just to make sure that I have the correct amount of berries. And as you can see from the beginning, I didn't have enough strawberries. I was just a little shy of 2¼ pounds. So I added some blueberries. I always have blueberries in the freezer, and I think this is going to be a really delicious mix. So, having a kitchen scale, I'm telling you, it is worth the money. And I think I paid like maybe 20 bucks for this scale, and I've been using it for years, and it is really a lifesaver. You need to add one to your kitchen arsenal if you don't have one. And I will put the link to this little scale in the description box below. All right, on to smashing my berries. Now, I could have cut my strawberries up a little bit smaller, but I like big little chunks of strawberry in my jam. So I'm going to leave some of it, kind of the big chunky pieces, and then the rest of it I will smash. Now, the next time I make this recipe, I'm going to use my food processor and, just kind of pulse chop it. And that way I won't have to do this. And because this, my shoulder is still pretty sensitive to doing certain things, and this is one of those projects. So I don't want to, end up with square one with my shoulder. So I'm going to, just do as much as I can with other things to make this job a little bit easier. Okay, so on to the smashing. My strawberry mixture on the stove over high heat, and I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of the calcium water, and then after that I'll be adding the sugar and the pectin. Then I'm going to stir everything vigorously to make sure nothing sticks. Okay, you saw me add the sugar and the pectin mixture, and I'm going to continue to stir it vigorously for about 1 to 2 minutes to make sure that the pectin dissolves. And after this, we will be ready to start canning our strawberry blueberry jam, and it smells fabulous. I brought my mixture to a rolling boil for about 2 minutes, and now I'm going to remove it from the heat. And now it's time for us to start doing some canning, shall we? And you'll see later on in the video that me and my silly self, I mean, I haven't been doing anything for the last 6 weeks, so I kind of did a data dump and forgot what I was supposed to be doing as far as my canner is concerned. So I had the jars warming up in the canner, but I had it set for pressure canning, so it had a 15-minute timer on it. And I looked at the 15 minutes and I thought, no, this is not right for water bath canning. And then I realized it was on pressure canning. So you'll see here later on in the video when you see me change it from pressure canning to water bath canning. I told you, getting old really sucks. And I'm going to fill up my jars and leave 1/4 inch head space. And you'll also see that I had quite a few, well, I think I had 2 of the jars that might have been a little bit over. And you'll see what happens to one of them at the end. I'm not going to be a spoiler. I'm not going to give you a spoiler alert, but just be prepared. I know better, but I was trying to fill up all the jars and not have anything left over. But I did end up with like a half a pint, like a 4-ounce size jar of jelly, and I put the excess in that little jar. But, you know, that didn't help the fact that I overfilled 1 or 2 of my jars. But that's okay. You know, I know better, and I'll learn next time. So let me finish filling up my jars. And look at that jam. It is the color is absolutely beautiful, isn't it? I am so glad that I added the blueberries to it because it is so, so good. Now I'm going to have to make me some whole wheat bread so I could have some toast with my homemade strawberry blueberry low sugar jam on top, and I cannot wait. Almost messed up the whole project. Should have had it on water bath can. Insert jars are already there. I had it set on pressure can instead of water bath can. Shame on me. So I started it all over again. It's no big deal. Everything's already in there. And we're now water bath canning and not pressure canning. And I got everything in there. Let me show you. You see? Everything's in there. I put an extra bottle in there to keep everything from not moving around. So we're good to go. Back to square one. And I have to trick it because it thinks that it needs to start all over again, but that's okay. It's on warm. Put the handle on. Whoop. Now we're good. And in a few minutes it'll tell me to insert the jars or fill the jars or whatever, and I'll just keep advancing. Okay, so we're good to go. This is good. You can actually taste the strawberries and the blueberries, and it's not overpowering with sugar. Wow. That is so good. You want to taste? Here, you taste it. Good, huh? Good, isn't it? My new favorite. My new favorite. Uh-oh, lid popped off. So I got a jar full of water. Oh well, stuff happens. Well, I got a mess. Oh well. Sometimes it happens like that. Oh well, in spite of the mishap, I still ended up with 3 beautiful half-pint jars of strawberry blueberry jam, and I kept one for myself and I shared the other 2 with my neighbors, and I still have a little tiny one, so I'll eat that one first. And I tell you what, this is a great recipe, and if you haven't tried it, please do try it. I will list the recipe in the description box below. And if you're new to my channel, welcome, and thank you for stopping by and spending a few minutes of your time with me and watching my my success and my failures, but that's okay, we all have them. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. That way you'll be notified every time I upload a video. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to share my link with everybody you know in the universe. Be blessed and keep on cooking.